That's ridiculous. Shift it into drive. I just want to see the overview.
Jesus.
That is the parking job that FSD just performed for us. Tesla says FSD can park the car now, but would you actually leave your car parked like this? And somehow, this wasn't even the part that annoyed me the most. Here, cancel this. Here, let's go somewhere else. So I spent the day letting FSD park my Model Y 10 different times. Okay, well, it's definitely gonna cancel. Yeah, that's okay. I just wanted to get that.
That's like the 4th time.
Some attempts were actually pretty good. Some definitely were not. And a few of them had me wondering what the car was even thinking. I actually really like FSD V14 Lite, but after doing this 10 times in one day, FSD Park might be part of the update that needs the most work. Let's start with the easiest possible test. FSD V14 Lite parking, 10 real-world tests. I wanted to make this pretty simple. I'm going to different parking lots, letting FSD choose where it wants to park, and then judging it the same way I would judge myself. I'm not picking the space for it, FSD gets to make that decision. And honestly, not bad. It pulled straight in, everything was smooth, it parked straight, but one thing I'm already noticing is it seems like it's favoring the driver's side of the space. And this is something I've noticed before. Tesla's older Autopark system backs into spaces and it usually gets the car almost perfectly centered. FSD Park feels completely different. It has way more freedom, it can pull in, back in, and choose the space itself, but the actual parking job doesn't always feel as precise. Test 2 was immediately harder. This time, FSD picked a spot between two cars and decided to back in. And this one was actually pretty normal. Not perfectly centered, but I wouldn't think twice about leaving the car here. Two tests in, I was feeling pretty good about this. Then we went to Walmart. The Walmart lot was much busier, and there were still plenty of open spaces, especially farther away from the entrance, but FSD didn't want any of those. It chose this spot, right next to a family actively loading their car. Could FSD technically park there? Probably, but why? Alright, cancel this. Here, let's go somewhere else. This is where I started realizing there's another part of autonomous parking that's just as important as steering into the lines. Parking etiquette. A human sees open doors, people standing beside the car, traffic behind them, and usually thinks, I'll just grab another spot. So I circled around, re-engaged FSD farther back in the lot, and somehow it brought us right back to basically the exact same area. Now, the family was gone, but the angle this time did not feel great. And I mean, it is crazy close to the line and the car next to us there. We're straining out a little bit. It corrected itself, but again, I would have probably pulled forward and fixed this. Okay, and are we gonna park, or are we just gonna stay in reverse? Alright, well I guess we're just gonna stay in reverse. FSD is not making a decision here.
Let's see.
Oh, it's still inching back.
Maybe I'm gonna stop it.
Hold on, I wanna see what it does. I don't know, the decision making here isn't that great in my opinion. We're in a very busy area. We're still in reverse. Like, the car hasn't parked. Okay, and now it decided. It gave up. So, okay. Go ahead and shift into drive really quick. I just want to see where we're at. And again,
this car right here was like, what the fuck?
We're super on the line. Like, there's just so much space left and right. I don't know why we're parking so close to the line. Here, this is parking attempt number 4. At the next stop, FSD didn't have nearly as complicated of a decision to make. It just had to park the car. And yeah, I mean, again, is it gonna park? Is this how it's gonna...
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Shift it into drive. or reverse. I just want to see the overview.
Jesus.
That is the parking job that FSD just performed for us. And I mean, it was shaky, it was jerky, nothing about this looked good or is good. That it's just not an approved parking position. So yeah, that's lovely. And that's what frustrates me the most about FSD Park. It doesn't seem to recognize that the job isn't finished just because the car is technically inside of a parking space. Next, we went to Outback Steakhouse, and here FSD gave us a completely different problem. It was busy, but the lot wasn't completely full. I expected the car to actually search the rows for an open space. Instead, we just kept going, past the restaurant, around the corner, and apparently FSD decided that this would be a good place to park. There weren't really any other cars parked back here, and it didn't really feel like somewhere customers were supposed to be. So halfway through the test, there's already a pattern emerging. FSD can absolutely maneuver into parking spaces, but choosing the space and actually centering the car, that's been way less consistent. And we still had 5 more tests to go. Kohl's was quieter, and FSD made a completely reasonable choice. The decision making by FSD is just not that great.
Good.
I don't mind it taking these open spots here, but again, I don't know if this is the decision I would have made if I were driving. This is actually one of the better jobs. I mean, attempt number 6, I would give it a decent score here. We're relatively centered. Big 5 was definitely one of the easier parking situations of the day. Nobody around us, plenty of room, and we're on the line again. All right, well, I don't know why. We are consistently hugging the left side line. I mean, we are right on the line. I don't understand, like, why this is such a problem. It's a wide open lot. There's nobody here. It really just seems like lack of effort. So I don't get it. The weird part is Tesla already knows how to park a car. Classic Autopark might be slower and more limited, but when it finishes, the car is usually centered. FSD Park is definitely capable of doing better, but for some reason, it just parks like Autopark's lazy cousin. Then something completely different happened at UPS. It parked and actually did fine. The problem was leaving. At first, I thought traffic was confusing it, so we waited, we tried a couple more times, and it just wouldn't go. Eventually, I had to take over. Test 9 was Popeyes. Getting Popeyes for lunch was mistake number 1. Letting FSD park was mistake number 2. We parked on the driver's side line again.
The parking is getting worse and worse.
At this point, we didn't even leave it. We reparked the car. For the last test, I wanted to try one of the most useful additions to V14 Lite, parking in your own driveway. And honestly, this was fine. It picked one side of the driveway and parked appropriately. But this also showed me something I really wanted Tesla to add. I charge at home, so I'd rather back into my driveway. Right now, FSD decides whether it wants to pull in or back in. I don't get to choose. I'd love to tell the car this is my house, park on this side, back in every time. And have it remember that. So after 10 parking attempts, how did FSD actually do? Depending on how generous I want to be, I'd say only 2 or 3 of the public parking attempts were jobs I felt completely good about. The biggest issue wasn't that FSD couldn't get into a space. Most of the maneuvering was usually pretty smooth. The problem is this: it consistently hugs the driver's side, and sometimes it's not just close. It parks directly on or over the line and decides the job is finished. And this is why FSD Park is so weird to me. Tesla already has another parking system that does this one specific job really well. Classic Autopark is more limited, you pick the space and it only backs in, but it pays attention to the final position. FSD Park is dramatically more ambitious. It chooses the space, navigates through the lot, and can pull in or back in. I just wish it had Autopark's attention to detail. And I want to be clear, I really like V14 Lite overall. FSD Park is one of those features that could eventually make FSD feel dramatically more complete. But right now, I don't trust it enough to just assume that wherever it parks is going to be somewhere I'd actually leave the car. Sometimes it's great, but sometimes it's this. And the good thing is, now we at least have a baseline, so when Tesla updates FSD again, I'm going to run the same test. Same idea, 10 parking attempts, and we'll see if it actually gets better. If you're using FSD Park, let me know what your experience has been. Does your Tesla keep hugging one side of the space like mine does, or have you had better luck? I'm working towards 1,000 subscribers here on Matt Tries Tech, so if you want to see me repeat this test when the next update drops, hit the subscribe button.